of Diddy's freak-offs and sacrifices. If I leak the proof, Diddy will have me killed. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Jennifer.
I possess definitive evidence of Sean Diddy Combs' alleged freak-off parties and ritualistic sacrifices, but releasing it could put my life at risk, as Diddy might retaliate fatally. Sources claim that high-profile figures like Jay-Z, Beyonce, Jennifer Lopez, Oprah Winfrey, and Tyler Perry are entangled in Diddy's controversial activities. The fallout from these allegations has been seismic, with around 50 women stepping forward, marking a pivotal moment in exposing the underbelly of Hollywood's elite circles. This situation has sparked widespread discussion, with some celebrities like singer Seal publicly criticizing figures like Oprah Winfrey. Seal shared an Instagram meme depicting Winfrey kissing a disgraced mogul, accompanied by a caption that read, "When you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution." This post suggested Winfrey's complicity in enabling problematic figures in the industry, questioning her revered public image. The controversy surrounding Diddy's parties raises questions about whether attendees like Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, Kelly Osbourne, Justin Bieber, and Usher could face scrutiny from federal investigators. Many in Hollywood are reportedly anxious about their association with Diddy's events, wondering what activities took place and how their presence might be perceived. Rapper Ice Cube has emerged as a vocal critic, collaborating with Tucker Carlson to highlight connections between Diddy and Jeffrey Epstein, suggesting a deeper network of corruption. Ice Cube alleges that Oprah Winfrey, a central figure in this narrative, has been instrumental in protecting predators and silencing dissenters, using her influence to control media narratives and blacklist those who challenge the status quo. He claims that Winfrey's actions, such as excluding him from her show, were deliberate attempts to marginalize him for speaking out. Ice Cube's grievances with Winfrey are personal and professional. He recounts instances where he was excluded from platforms like The Oprah Winfrey Show and The View, attributing this to his refusal to conform to Hollywood's elite expectations. He argues that these gatekeepers form a secret society that rewards compliance and punishes those who expose their secrets. According to Cube, speaking out against this system can lead to severe consequences, including career sabotage or even death. He emphasizes that he has never been part of these elite circles, never attended Diddy's parties, and has built his legacy independently. In a TikTok video, Ice Cube addressed these gatekeepers directly, stating, "You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are," causing a stir online as followers speculated about the identities of those he was calling out. Weeks later, he explicitly named Oprah as a key figure orchestrating this control. The parallels between Diddy and Jeffrey Epstein are striking. Both were surrounded by wealth, power, and influential figures, and both faced allegations of exploiting their positions to harm others. Ice Cube suggests that Diddy, like Epstein, was a pawn in a larger game controlled by Hollywood's elite. For years, Diddy was allegedly protected and celebrated as long as he adhered to their rules. However, when he sought to expand his influence beyond their control, he became a liability. Cube argues that Diddy's rapid fall from grace, from being a celebrated artist to facing jail time, was not a spontaneous act of justice but a calculated move by those who had once shielded him. Similarly, Epstein's death in a high-security federal facility is viewed by some, including Cube, as a murder orchestrated to silence him and protect the elite network he was part of. Diddy's legal troubles have intensified scrutiny on his actions. A federal judge recently rejected a defense request for a mistrial in his case, where he faced charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Although acquitted of the most serious charges, Diddy was convicted on 2 counts related to prostitution, which could result in up to 20 years in prison. The judge's decision to deny bail, citing Diddy's history of violence and potential danger to others, has fueled speculation about whether he is being made an example of. Some believe the raids on Diddy's properties in Miami and Los Angeles, along with the media frenzy, were orchestrated to distract from the broader corruption within Hollywood's elite circles. Ice Cube and others assert that Diddy's case was never solely about him but about securing evidence he allegedly held, tapes, documents, and names that could expose powerful figures. Rumors suggest Diddy made a deal with these elites, handing over this evidence in exchange for leniency, which may explain his acquittal on the more severe charges. This theory is supported by claims that Diddy's parties were meticulously recorded, capturing compromising behavior by attendees, including high-profile executives and celebrities. These tapes reportedly served as leverage for Diddy until the elites obtained them, after which he was discarded. The courtroom drama surrounding Diddy's trial has been intense. After the verdict, Diddy's demeanor shifted from deflated to celebratory as he was acquitted of racketeering and sex trafficking. His family, including his mother and son, expressed relief, with supporters cheering in the courtroom. However, the conviction on prostitution-related charges ensures he remains in custody pending sentencing. Cassie Ventura, one of Diddy's former partners, has voiced concerns about her safety, urging the court to keep him detained, citing threats to witnesses who testified against him. Her lawyer's letter to the judge emphasized Diddy's potential danger, reinforcing the narrative that his influence extends beyond the courtroom. The involvement of other celebrities in this saga adds layers of complexity. For instance, a resurfaced video of Kevin Hart joking uncomfortably about waking up next to a young Justin Bieber at one of Diddy's events has raised eyebrows. Hart's attempt to deflect with humor about fighting over Frosted Flakes did little to quell speculation about inappropriate behavior at these gatherings. Such anecdotes fuel public outrage, with many questioning why these stories are dismissed as jokes rather than investigated seriously. Oprah Winfrey's role in this narrative remains contentious. Ice Cube accuses her of exploiting situations for ratings, such as inviting his parents to her show without informing him, which he perceives as a malicious act. He argues that Winfrey's saintly public image masks her role as a gatekeeper who protects predators and stifles dissent. Seal's meme and caption further highlight this sentiment, accusing Winfrey of ignoring rumors about disgraced figures like Harvey Weinstein while maintaining a facade of moral authority. Winfrey's silence in response to these criticisms only amplifies the perception that she wields significant influence behind the scenes. The broader implications of this scandal touch on power dynamics in Hollywood. Ice Cube describes a system where absolute power leads to unchecked excess, drawing parallels to the Roman Emperor Caligula's debauchery. He suggests that some individuals, when granted immense power, reveal their worst tendencies, while others may start as normal but become corrupted by their environment. Diddy's parties, described as extravagant and chaotic, are seen as emblematic of this culture of excess, where elites indulge in behavior shielded from public scrutiny. The media's role in this saga is also under scrutiny. Ice Cube claims that mainstream outlets, influenced by figures like Winfrey, suppress stories that threaten the elite's interests. He alleges that those who speak out, like himself, are labeled as dangerous or unstable, facing blacklisting or worse. This pattern extends to others who have tried to expose Hollywood's secrets, from actors to whistleblowers, many of whom have been silenced or discredited. Cube's refusal to align with this club of gatekeepers has made him a target, but he remains steadfast in his commitment to truth. Diddy's case also raises questions about justice and accountability. While some believe he will escape severe consequences due to his connections, others argue that the judge's discretion could lead to a harsh sentence to deter similar behavior. The concept of relevant conduct allows the judge to consider acquitted charges during sentencing, potentially increasing Diddy's punishment. This uncertainty keeps the industry on edge, as insiders speculate whether Diddy's alleged pact with the elites will protect him or if he will face the full weight of the law. The public's reaction to Diddy's trial has been mixed. His acquittal on major charges was celebrated by supporters, who see it as a victory against an overzealous prosecution. However, the prostitution convictions and ongoing bail denial suggest that his legal battles are far from over. The judge's reference to Diddy's years-long pattern of violence underscores the severity of the allegations, even those he was acquitted of. Cassie's letter and the concerns of other witnesses highlight the fear that Diddy's influence could still pose a threat, even from behind bars.